Hey guys, what's going on here? Trey Volk, and I've been in the time chamber a little bit, and we need to have a talk about this team here. So, um, I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm not gonna do a big preamble here. Frost, in my opinion, right now, after the buffs that she's gotten, and after this last patch, she is power crept into being a top 3 cameo in the game. And I'm talking about, like, she's one of those universally good cameos that's top tier. Like, every single character in the game can pick this cameo and do something with it that's dangerous. And I want to talk about that today because we're gonna be looking at Smoke Frost again, and we have to revisit this because I reviewed this for a cameo review back in the day, but that was way before Frost got any of the changes that were made to her. And, I concluded she was kind of mediocre and you were better off playing Sub-Zero. Now, I'm intending to continue to enter online brackets. I'm going to be doing one tomorrow. And this is my team. I am not playing anything else unless it gets nerfed in the future. Smoke Frost is straight up the best smoke team in the game, and it's broken. Like, it's straight up unfair. And we're going to talk today about what it is and why, with the totality of the buffs that she's gotten and the changes Smoke has gotten. So, let's first talk about the two biggest things for Frost and why this is like a thing now, why this team works. So the two things that have happened to Frost are, first, the wall shatter. This is a broken move. I think this is the best ambush in the game almost. And we'll get to talking about that and why in the future here. But the second thing is what they did this last patch, which is they drastically sped up the orb. So that not only does it come out faster, the orb travels faster. And these two changes combined with what she already had. Actually, there's one other thing I want to go over, and that is... Sorry, there's one thing I forgot. Is her neutral cameo is +4 on block, and it is not altered by flawless walking it. If anything, you're fucking yourself over by flawless walking this because you're still point blank instead of the pushback. So, 3 things, I guess. The wall, the faster orb, and the neutral cameo being +4 on block. And, yeah. So, what has this done for Smoke? Why am I making such a big deal out of this? So, first of all, we have a corner vortex now with this cameo that is like, it's as real as it gets. So, there are 2 vortexes you can do, and it might depend on character. I picked Johnny Cage because he has both a fast armor and invincible option. So, I can kind of cover all the options here. So, let's first talk about what the vortex is exactly. So, what you're going to do is you're going to get a combo. And what you're going to do is you want to do... The basic one I started with was doing forward 1, 2, 1 plus 3 into Orb Summon. And they're going to do throw or forward 3. Just tap them with the forward 3. So I'll show what that looks like too. Here, I don't have to do the combo, I just show the situation off. Right? So that if you do forward 3, it hits on the same frame. This means it instantaneously breaks any armor. And if you throw, it doesn't break armor, but still you get a combo. So I'm going to show you that this is like actually real as fuck here. Have to time this correctly. I might have to do something different here, actually. Hold on. I might do the other vortex. If I have to do the other vortex, we'll go into that. Here, let's do a nut punch instead for now. That should work. Well, sort of. So, we'll just, actually here. This might be a giant specific thing, so let me try this instead. There we go. Yeah. So, you have the power to break almost any armor in the game, no matter how fast it is, instantaneously, to prevent them from getting out of this. And obviously when it happens, you get to loop it, right? What? Oh, let me turn this on. Sorry. I was like, wait, that's too easy. One. I think stand full will work. I need something that will push his hitbox. Oh, here's what we can do. Never mind. Hold on. We can do forward 4. I promise we can do forward 4 here. Well, I don't know. Okay, Shadow Kick is not the best candidate for this. So, just trust me. Here. What's another character that is like top tier right now with good armor? We'll do Havoc. Havoc's a good one. Sorry, this is taking longer than I wanted it to already. I should have actually allowed against Giant Cage to make sure that there wasn't some technicality. I always forget Shadow Kick is jank like that. So we're gonna have Havoc do Wake Up Arm Sweep instead. So where is it? Make sure I have the right one. Okay, yeah. So Nether Snatcher, that's Arm Sweep if you don't know. So like either way, they're not getting out of this really. They're holding it straight up. Now, the other vortex option you can do, and I'm gonna have to show that here, I think, is instead you end your combo in back forward 3 in the air. So let me turn this off first. So when you do back forward 3 in the air, you are super plus when you use this as a combo ender. If I do like this, like a basic combo, you're plus 54, right? So that is also one thing you will do, is you'll do back forward 3 in the air's combo ender, immediate orb. And at the very least, they have to hold it. I don't know why I'm like picking these characters with awful armor options for demonstrating this. I'm sorry, but it does work. But either way, even at that rate, still, like if you're fighting a Havoc here, they have to hold that. Like there's not really anything they can do, and of course you can do things like jump there. You can do a neutral jump. Right? You can even do like, you can do a throw there too, if you want to, and we'll get into that here in a minute. Okay, so you do that, or you tap them with your low, your forward 3, because it actually does combo. So like, just for the purposes of demonstration, I'll show you that your forward 3 by itself has enough hit stun to force them into the orb and combo. So you'll either do this off of that, or like I said, you do like this and summon the orb. So, this is really fucked up. The reward is pretty high, especially if you do the variant where you end in one jump 1-1 back 4-3. And the reason for that is that if you do your throw option here, you get your entire throw animation. So you get almost your full throw damage here when you do this, right? Big deal. So they either have to eat a throw that's going to do, I think the most I've gotten off of this situation is like 28%. Here, I'll do a full combo just to demonstrate for you so you can see actually. I'll do this version because I can get the worst reward version of the throw. So you can see what you actually get here. Right? So the worst case is your throw is doing 20% damage. But if you do it off of like this, you're doing close to 30, even if you do like a brain dead combo. You're getting close to 30. So, this is interesting and obviously very fucked up in a lot of ways. Like there's not much that they can do here. The other thing about this, of course, that is interesting when it comes to this is that, of course, you can choose to do nothing, right? And just have to sit there with the orb on top of them. And it's brutal. Like, when you get someone, you hit them, like, let's look at the total reward for repping this one time, okay? Off the throw. Right? Like, and it keeps looping. You can see I have the orb back already. Right? So, yeah, they're fucked. It's not an absolute, like, they can't do anything situation, but their options are all extremely terrible. Like, they can't wake up jump, for example. I'll show that off here. They try to wake up jump, they're frozen. Now, let's say they down one mash. Right? Make sure he does it. Okay. Let's say they mash down one. Fuck, hold on. Really? That works. Okay, let's try this version then. Off of this. Yeah. So if you do this version, they can't down one mash. As a matter of fact, you have the frame advantage to beat them. Right? So, it can kind of look like this. Yeah. So, they can't down one at all. And depending on what they're doing, they can't armor. I chose the worst options here for like demonstrating the armor point, but I'll try it again. Like even Havoc here is extremely limited in what you can do. Actually, yeah, he saw. Let me make sure it was on. Oh, it was off. Fuck me. Like, I still get to block there, right? So, even if they have some armor that has, like, a weird hitbox, hurtbox interaction, like the arm sweep, he's still being put in a bad situation, right? He's gonna get blocked, and then when he gets blocked, he's gonna get full comboed, and because the ice orb is there and you push them into it, it does more damage. Your combo. And, so, the thing is, this doesn't just apply to the corner. right? I did the corner first. This applies to mid-screen as well. So let's say anytime I hit like this, right, it's really common to like maybe jump crossover somebody and hit them with jump 3-4-4 into back 4-3. Well, you get to do this. You get the sub orb, and now they have to guess what you're gonna do. So typically your options here for this specific situation are fuck. I'm trying to get this to come out in time. So you do back 2-3-4. They can't block it and punish it, they'll get frozen. And if they get hit, you get massive damage combo. If you have fail blow when this connects, just to make my point here. Right, pay attention to this whole sequence. So if I fail blow here, I just want to show you the worst possible scenario for the opponent, Meterless. Basically 50%. Basically 50%. If they end up getting thrown, you know, you do dash up throw. I'm gonna do an easy throw combo here. Don't mind me. So throw is 25%, but that's at best for them. The you can actually get up to like 34% with the throw option. So the other thing you get to do to them is a common option then is they'll try to do a backwards jump. That's like one of the most common panic options I see people do here, right? So we're going to do this. So I'm going to set him to jump backwards, right? Smoke bomb. And if I do this like as tight as possible, the smoke bomb is going to catch them. And this doesn't scale like at all. As you can see, the smoke bomb just like it doesn't even scale. So like if I do this, fuck. Do this again. What the fuck? Let's do this for now. Let's say I just do 2-1-2 fail blow here. Also 50%. Also 50%. And then let's just say for the let's just say you want to mix up things a bit more too. You can make them hesitate because you can also do this. Because of smoke now being able to cancel back 2 into air commands, meaning he gets back 4-3 out of it, which means you do this, right? So right? This is like so fucked up. And the reason it is so fucked up is because you get this off any touch with smoke. It doesn't matter, right? Because you know, if you get your jab, then of course you get to do this. Then you do your combo. Fuck me. Right, do your combo. set up your set play. And as you can see, by the time I can set this up again, I'm gonna have it back. And you can see just in this sequence here how much health this took. Like, it can snowball so bad for the opponent. Like, the snowball with this team is insane. So, obviously, this makes this a lot scarier, too. Because, I mean, think about it, right? Like, that also means they have to hold a set play situation. They just get hit by a straight ice carpet, right? Like, you hit them from, like, out here. Well, all of a sudden, there you go. Spend a bar for it. Right? Extremely high damage, high reward situation. Right? And what this also does is this is kind of offline proof, right? It does not matter if my back two is reactable offline because they still have to hold it. And even then, here's like the other fucked up part of this, right? So I think if I do the back two canceled, I don't think the AI can react up block. I want to say that it will, yeah. Go on. Yeah. I don't know why I can't get this, the cancel to come out here on. But you get the idea, like, you can land in front of them with the back two, and you're throwing them at the, penalty for up blocking, right? So I guess I'll try to set that up just so you can see what the damage from that situation would look like. So give me a second. I guess I'm gonna have to make up my own wake up option where they up block, so that's what I'll do here. There we go. So now let's see what happens with that, right? So did I turn it on? Oh, wait, I didn't turn it on. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking tired as shit, so I'm not... There we go. Right. So, the even worse throw combo. And, like, if you do that here in the corner, where you get the full throw animation. Hold on. It can be so annoying trying to do this shit sometimes for videos. Look at this damage here. %36% for the throw option if you're going to try to overhead them, because of course you can also do that in this situation, right? So, like, if you really wanted to force them into the orb, you can, of course, back to them or do back 2-3, right? So that adds more legitimacy to that option. So alone, the set play is fucked up. It's just ridiculous. But it's even more ridiculous because, like, fundamentally speaking, your fundamentals with this cameo are fantastic. So first of all, 4-3-2 it's always been the problem that we had to hold the fact that this is always full combo punishable. While this doesn't ultimately solve it, 2-frame fuzzy that starts low, or that has to go overhead low. People are not fuzzing a 2-frame window even offline, especially the monitor is not perfect. But online, like they're getting collapsed every time. And on top of that, I mentioned neutral cameo and the fact it's plus. So I mean, yeah, like that is a block sequence that some characters have to hold. Like, even if they try to armor here, let's see if I can get this to work. Hold on. You know, like, you're at like a serious advantage. They have to think about what they're gonna do next now. I didn't do that. You know, you have the freedom to jump, you have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. So, that's also kind of crazy, the fact you're plus like that. Mid-screen, that helps you if you're trying to play lame and, like, play runaway, because this move has, like, insane pushback. Like, god-tier pushback. And like, they can't challenge you there either. So I will go back to Johnny real quick and show that.
Smoke.
Because Johnny players, rightfully so, because it works a lot of the time, when you do a pushback move, they like to just shove forward 3 down your throat anyway, because usually they can beat you out. Because most pushback moves in this game are not plus, they're, you know, usually like 0 or barely negative. And in that case, they're able to simply challenge you. So, like, Johnny can't challenge this people if, hold on. Like this. Like, if he tries that here, like, he just loses outright. You know, he could try to armor, of course, but that's risky for obvious reasons. Like, really fucked up. So, the thing about this cameo, too, is, like, it's just not even hard to play, dude. It's not hard to play. All you do, like, I'm so not kidding. All you do, get a hit, you know, like this. Do the set play setup, run the set play. If it doesn't work, you're usually safe or plus. And even if they get out somehow, they have to do some seriously ugly scrambles that also usually require them to both spend a bar for armor and to use their cameo ambush cash out. They have to waste it just to get out of that. You're not even getting hit by the cameo. They just have to use it as a meat shield, right? So, like, it's a situation in which, like, there's no way it's not just objectively good for you, right? Now, the other thing that's really fucked up, too, about this, of course, is I want to talk about the ice wall, because the ice wall it's a half-screen launcher. This is essentially an Injustice launcher. And I know people know what that means. Like, people did not like Injustice with its trend of having tracking launchers. Well, this is a tracking launcher that acts independently of your character, right? Like, you can move while setting this up. And that leads to all sorts of fucked up shit, too, you know? Like, one of the funniest things in the world that you can do with this wall is you can if I do this right, yeah, so see that it like side switched and ate his inputs, and then put me back on the other side, even though I have the reversal recorded. But some characters, I think it depends on their hitbox, you're going to have to lab this. If you're blocking and Smoke does like a EX smoke bomb, well, he can get out now. Like, I can do this. Hold on. Hold on. Like, I can end up on the other side of the wall. It's a bit weird, but like, you can get it eventually. You can see what I'm talking about. And then, you know, she can do the shatter, while also you do a teleport or some other option to switch sides. Obviously, like, he can always threaten you after any kind of stagger, you know, like this. Right? It launches if it hits. It's map plus if they block it. Like, and you can bait them, of course, because they don't know what you're gonna do. Like, you know. And the wall is also obviously good just for, like, if you, usually, let's say, like you can end up obviously sometimes doing like a forward 4 out here and it whiffs in their face, right? Because they have the rune to back up. Well, you gotta do this, and you temporarily get like a corner combo, right? So they not only can't just walk out of the range of your fuck neutral options because they have to worry about the wall, they might get launched into troubles trying to do it. Like, sometimes, I'm not kidding, like, let's say you do this. Like, that hits people all the time. And then you can intentionally whiff something, right? You can do like this to get hit. The other thing the wall shatter also gave Smoke was it gave him what it is like what I always look for in a cameo is, can I find a way to combo off 212, whether it's 212 down back 2 or just 212 by itself, because that's where Smoke's highest damage usually lies. And it turns out, of course, yes, you can do that. You can do this. You can do a 212, call the wall on the final hit, and they get launched. And this leads to, like, extremely high meter spending damage, as you can see. And, of course, if you have fail blow, do I have a fail blow health now? Let me turn it down. Of course, if you have fail blow, then this can be a game-winning, like, this can be a game-winning hit for you. See if I can do that. No, you do have to spend a bar for this to work, but still, look at the damage this does. So you get 50% plus for 1 bar, just like off basic confirms. Like, we'll do our jab, like a jab block punish. You do the new stand 1 dash cancel 212 link, and you get this. So now, in some ways, like, my original complaint, one of my biggest complaints about this cameo, was that the damage was just not good. And now we have access or a way to get to good damage. Now, it only works if you spend a bar. If you don't have a bar to spend, then, you know, just do this. Just do what you've always done. But when it comes to be able to spend bar to get more damage out of a situation, like, you're good. Like you can... Yeah, you're doing good here. Show you the 2-bar reward too, just so you guys get it for reference. Because I think this does like 54 to 6, something in there. Maybe I'm wrong. But you get the idea, right? So you can cash out damage now with Frost and get like 40s to 50s. You know, you have this option neutral to keep your opponent on their toes. It also allows you to checkmate your opponent off of certain situations. So, for example, you do back throw. This perfect medies them like every time. So let's see if I can get this right for the sake of the video. This is hard to get, but like if this were a different character, it wouldn't be so hard. But you get the idea. Like you get to do that, and then probably, in my opinion, the most important thing is that you get the wall as a checkmate off your failed blow. So you do this. To like just mash it out, I guess. Right? That like they have to hold that immediately right after your failed blow. And because you recover so fast, you typically are able to do that even if you spent it all. So like if, say for example, let's say I do get a full combo like this, and I do an orb setup, right? And I throw. Now let's say, even though this is gonna scale the fuck, you'll see, if I do a failed blow combo, I gotta have full bar back. So not only did they eat this sequence, they had to hold that immediately. So yeah, that's my thoughts about Frost. So now at this point, the only move about her that I don't think is good at all is the punch walk. I really wish that this would allow it. I really wish they would just let this do chip damage to Flawless Block. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know people would hate that, but like it would give you a reason to use it. Because right now, there is really no reason to not just do this, because it's plus on block every time, right? So why would I ever do this and be a -1? You know what I mean? So if it did chip damage, even through Flawless Block, that would be good. But, like, at this point, this cameo, in my opinion, is kind of cracked. But especially with Smoke, it's really cracked. But thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.